Hello everybody, good morning. Well, it's my morning, but if it's your afternoon, good afternoon. So I've been working on, I always work on something. It's always my craft room, there's always a project somewhere, but this is one that I've done before, and I felt that I wanted to make another little mason jar, affirmation jar, and make a few little of these cute little scrolls. Um, and inside, I'll open this one up and you'll see. Very, very simple, you guys. This makes such a great gift. Inside this little scroll, I have got a little message, and it says, I am enough, I have enough. And so what I like to do is pull out one of these every morning and set the stage for my day, or set the mood for my day. And so this just tells me, you got this, girl. You're okay. Go get them. And so just making these little scrolls alone is fun for me, but then being able to come back and pull one out every morning and just reminding myself, you got this. You're okay. Life's not so bad. In it goes. So I'm going to make, I only have 3 in here now, and I have 3 more set up to make, and I want to make them with you. And then I thought maybe this is a cute little jar. I don't mind it at all, but maybe just to do something along the rim here to give it a little bit of zhuzhing, a little bit of something. We'll do that afterwards. So okay, let me set that aside. I went on, just on the internet and pulled out some affirmations. Sometimes if you type in 4-word affirmation or 5-word affirmations, you usually come up with this whole string. And here are 3. It's never too late. I am a strong, capable person, and I am worthy of receiving good things. So I thought those were 3 that talk to me and that I want in my jar. And you don't need a lot, you guys. Stick glue, some of the tea bag paper. I need 6. I need 2 per little scroll, 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and just some stick glue. And then I thought, to kind of pretty it up a little bit, I'll put a little sticker on as well, a little washi sticker. So first things first is to cut these out. So let me get that started. You know what? I'm going to go and get this cut out, and I will be back. Okay, so now that they're all cut out, I want to just mention one thing that I found out the hard way. Some of the stick glues that you buy, I use the Elmers Craft Bond, the extra strong, quite a bit. But on occasion, I would use the dollar store stick glue as well. For some reason, I'm not sure why, when I put this jot glue over the words, it smudges the words. It doesn't do it with the Elmers, only does it with a jot. I don't know why. There's obviously something in the glue that's doing that. So just so you guys know. And so I'm going to, I think, just for safe, no, this one's not. Let's use this one that's got a bit more glue in it. So just to be careful, I'm going to put glue directly onto the tea bag, and then I will go over the tea bag, and that way I don't run the risk of it makes it a little harder because the tea bag becomes a bit flimsy, but it's not impossible. Oh wait, that's the other tip, you guys. Wherever it's darker on your tea bag, rather put that under the words, otherwise the words are a little covered and a little bit harder to read. So where there's less of a stain on your tea bag is that's where it's better to put where the words are going to shine through. Okay, that one's done. Let that one go and dry. Let's do the next one. And I'm not going to make these super long. I'm going to make them as long as the tea bag. It's plenty long enough. And you know, you could have these strips, and if you have any, perhaps you want to make this a prayer jar. Perhaps you want to put little prayers on here or little Bible verses. Perhaps you want to put jokes. It doesn't have to be affirmations. You know, you could put little jokes in here and maybe give it to a teacher or a friend or a co-worker. It could be proverbs. You know, it could be, let's see, what else could it be? Tell me in the comments, you guys, what else do you think it could be? I'm kind of, I think, coming up with some of the more obvious ideas, but there could be, oh, I don't know, maybe baby names. Maybe you're thinking of baby names and you have a whole jar full. I don't know what it was about me, but I had one name and for my son, and I don't know, it just, that was the name, and that's the one that we decided on, and ultimately it's the one he got. It's funny how you just kind of connect with something, right? I connected with that one name, and that's what my kiddo got. So, but there's so many things that you could put in your jar. Perhaps it is quotes from your favorite authors, or quotes from family members. Any of those things. I'm going to get a clean one. I just think they make great gifts. So I'm probably going to have to leave these guys just to dry for a minute before I can flip them and put another one on the back, and then we'll cut it out. Oh, you know what I can do in the meantime? I can put our little sticker down in the meantime. Let's get that down. It's just a little washi sticker. And, you know, you could decoupage some dried flowers on here. Why is this not coming off? Oh my goodness. Ah, there you go. Finally. Okay, let's put a little extra glue on here just to hold our washi in place. And I'm going to go over it just to really make it stick. No, you don't have to do that. I just am paranoid that the washies are going to come off. I don't want my washies to come off. So let's get this little guy down. I think these are great. So, you know, in the morning when I wake up, I come over to my little jar, and you can have many jars, because you could, this jar doesn't hold much. So maybe I have a jar in the car. Ha, it rhymes. A jar in the car. Maybe I have one on my desk at work. Maybe I have one in the kitchen, or in a place where I spend a lot of time. And maybe you have an affirmation buddy, and your buddy, you hold each other accountable and say, hey, did you look at your affirmations this morning? Did you give yourself that positive boost? And just to kind of help each other get through a day, because I mean, we all go through stuff, right? All right, so I'm going to leave this just to dry for a bit, and then we'll flip them over and put some more of the tea bags on the back. Okay, you guys, so now I think they're dry enough. I can flip them. Just to mention, if you have a tear like this, if you want to, you can just pull from the side here, pull that, because you're going to be cutting that off. Pull from the side, then patch it, or you can leave it, or you can color it in with some ink later. I'm going to color this one in with ink because I don't want to put more glue on here, and it's going to take more time. So first things first is to cut off the excess here quickly. There we go. Okay, got this. Excess is off. Okay, just like that. Well, our summer has finally arrived. It is going to be close to 80 degrees for us, which is warm for this region. But it's a nice change from all the rain that we've had up here in the Pacific Northwest. It's just nice to have a bit of a break from the rain and the wetness and the mushrooms. I picked mushrooms again yesterday. I'm telling you, they were big enough for elves to live under. Ginormous things. Okay. So let's see. It's like that, and like so. Let's get out. Oh, wrong one. There, got it. So there's no writing. So I can go directly onto the printer paper this time. And you guys, I'm using 28 gram printer paper. I think cardstock would be fine, although having said that, I wonder if cardstock would be a little hard to roll. So maybe just a slightly thicker printer paper is enough. And that means that it will not crumple when you roll, but hold its own, you know. But regular printer paper I think will be just fine as well. And I've decided to use the tea bags because it gives it that sort of old school scroll look, something you'd find in a pirate ship. Stuck in a cave marked with an X somewhere. But yeah, so I have got them all down, and I put the glue over, just kind of like the washi sticker, giving my paranoid self some security that is not going to peel on me later, especially since I'll be rolling them open and closed. All right, now they have to dry, and then we'll cut off the sides again, and we're close to being done. So the drying time is taking a little longer than I had hoped, and that's fine, but I did go ahead and already cut off the excess of that second tea bag, and now I'm just going to cut off the excess of the white paper. I'm just going to eyeball it, really get rid of this bottom piece like that. And then I think what we can do in the meantime is do a little aging on the edges. It's my new favorite ink pad. It's the Pure Palette, and I don't know, it's brown. I don't know what color brown. I picked it up just online. So just whatever brown ink you've got. Maybe even a black would work. I think a black might be a little too dark. I just really wanted this to kind of look dirty on the edges, as if it was a scroll, pirate scroll, somewhere in a cave, marked with an X. So I'm getting age that up a little bit and set it aside. We'll do that to all three. It's like this. I was still trying to rack my brain and think, well, what else could we put? Could we put maybe predictions? I predict that I will have enough money saved up by the end of the year to buy a new sewing machine. It's not true. I have a sewing machine, but I just made that up. So maybe give yourself goals. Maybe rather than saying they're predictions, rather put goals. You know, put goals for yourself, and then pull out a scroll with a goal. I'm doing all kinds of rhyming today, man. Jar in a car, scroll and a goal and a goal and a scroll. I'm shining. I'm so silly. Anyway, you could put goals, promises to yourself that you're going to achieve something. Maybe you want to learn a language, you know. And so, you guys, you see I just kind of colored in that white spot there to get rid of it. And there's a white spot at the back. We'll just color in any white spots. So, yeah, there are so many things you can use these jars for. Maybe motivation. Maybe you've got a kiddo going off to college in the fall, and you just want to put in little motivational sayings in there for them. So there are multiple things that you could do with this craft jar. So I think what I'm going to do now, I have, what did I do with it? I have this thicker twine string, and I'm going to attempt to run it around the edge just with my fabric tack. I think fabric tack will be strong enough. I'm going to hopefully not stick my fingers to the lid. Oops, I went a bit over. Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh dear, what a mess. Okay. I'm not being a very neat crafter right now, but I just want to do this quickly. And I'm going to get all this glue. There we go. And let's start running it along the edge first. Probably could have done the glue as I go, but that's not messy. So where's the fun in that, right? Oh gosh. All right, so I think this is working. Going to just, and I hopefully cut off enough string. I see in some places it's a little thinner and thicker. We'll just squish it in place. It's okay. I'm getting myself so glued up here with my fingers, you guys. It's just not even funny. But it's okay too. It's all right. Everything's okay. Okay, I think that's probably enough. I'm going to cut it off there. Might just have to put a little bit of extra glue over here just to keep this end down. And I'm rushing it a little bit. I suppose I could have spent a bit of time really being a bit more neat about this, but I'm going to be making a whole bunch of these, I think. So my next attempt, I will be neater. But I think it still turned out fine. It's still going to work nicely. There we go. And then this little top just looked a bit empty to me, so I'm going to put down some glue, a little flower. I'm so sticky. A little bit of more glue, like that, and a little flat button. Stuck. I'm stuck. All right, I think that is fine. I know it's a little rushed, but I think it does turn out just fine. So that's going to be a really nice top to the jar now. And I suppose you could have put this rope all the way and covered the entire lid. That would be an option, and then still put your flower at the top. So we'll leave that alone to go and dry. And let me go and rub some of this off my fingers, and then I think we'll be able to roll the scrolls. Just a sec. It's time to roll. So I'm going to, one thing I suppose you could do is put a toothpick here to help you with the roll. I'm not really going to bother myself, but it's an idea if you want. Really just going to roll this little guy up, not too tightly, just like that. Get a little piece of string, a little piece of twine, wrap it around, and I'm just going to tie one little knot and pop him in. Let's do the next one. Going to, there we go. So I'm just thinking, you know, what if I had to get, what if I got a jar, one of those massive big sort of gallon-sized mason jars, and I filled that up with all of these. I mean, I could probably get, oh, I don't know, a month's worth of affirmations in a large jar like that. That could be fun. And then maybe have a few smaller ones like this lying around the house, or, you know, you could have it ready to make a few of these to give away as gifts. That could be nice. So I just think it's a nice decorative, somewhat unusual way to hopefully perk up somebody's day. Here we go. All done. So now we have all these lovely little scrolls, and they are going to make my days feel a bit better, a little more positive, and hopefully we'll do the same for you. Thank you so much for joining me and going on a glue journey with me again. And I hope that you are able to make these. We'll see you next time. Bye.